The camp was kicking. A few of our kids were in the kitchen getting dinner ready. Some kids were getting. And I and Don and few others were out on a ground score mission. If you see a potential issue or oversight in the visualization, please post an awesome stay home and watch Game of Thrones shirt that has been verified or its sources checked. The good scores should be light and the end of the good scores should be the lightest clearly. Then, the bad scores should be dark so the end of the good scores needs to blend with it. But then you can't see the really bad scores. 'Cause there is no way to make black any darker, so let's use a color that hasn't been used to make them stand out. Awesome stay home and watch Game of Thrones shirt. Tank top, V-neck. Ladies tee for women. Tank top, V-neck. The camp was kicking. A few of our kids were in the kitchen getting dinner ready. Some kids were getting the fire started. And I and Don and few others were out on a ground score mission. Hey, how since the other end has reds then we can do a fire and ice theme, yeah. It's like he intended for this to be a heat map. Then I forgot what each color represented. More excusable than forgetting about the awesome stay home and watch Game of Thrones shirt. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Metal looks like a scale of how close the White Walkers are. And then they suddenly melt in Season 8 Episode 4. Color scales should always have a continuum in at least 2 of HSL. Solves all sorts of accessibility issues. Official awesome stay home and watch Game of Thrones sweatshirt. Hoodie, sweatshirt. Having a pair of wings on you does a lot for you. Awesome stay home and watch Game of Thrones shirt. Passing through purple and black before getting to ice though. Slightly strange. They're a lot better than going into the red on one side and going into the green on the other. But to exactly pinpoint an episode's ranking can be challenging too. The color scale is much better but without dick butt. It's difficult to make sense of it all. Other products.